Kase of the Mondays. Kase of the Mondays, case of the Mondays, case of the Mondays, case of the Mondays. His name's Kase and it's Monday, so you're about to listen to Kase of the Mondays.
So,
Yeah, it's just like, I can't sing, man. That would be so funny if I just did the intro with the fucking...
You're not doing it to be good. You're doing it to make fun of yourself.
Yeah, but it's so bad, man. I can't. That's the reason I got out of guitar.
Better.
Have you ever done anything where you go, I have no innate ability at this thing that like...
Golf.
Yeah, so you're...
So bad at golf. It's shocking.
Right. So you're just like... doing it and you're like, all right, like I learned all the chords. I learned how to play a bunch of songs I like.
Yeah.
And then 99% of it is just me trying to sing. It's all good. Me trying to sing, and then I go, this doesn't sound... If you can't hold a tune, you're basically not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the funny part.
Yeah, if I did it up top to make fun of myself, that would be great. Yeah. But yeah, as far as actually being able to play it well, people want to listen.
You should do it. You should do it on this episode. You should start it on this episode.
But I'll do it right now.
Do it. Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Get the fucking guitar, okay? Strum it a few times. What's the name of the show?
Kase of the Mondays.
Kase of the Mondays.
All right.
All right, ready?
All right, wait. It's probably out of tune, bro.
Doesn't matter. The worse it sounds, the better.
Yeah, I don't even think
Just
it's going to
start
be...
doing some fucking chords. I'll take care of the rest.
All right.
Go.
Here we go.
Can you keep the same one? Go, keep the same one.
I got you. Here we go.
Just do a steady fucking guitar thing. All right, go. Okay. This is great. Hey. I got a case of the Mondays. That's it, and then done. Then it's done, and then we start the show. Woo! Killed it, man. Greatest intro in the history of Kase of the Mondays.
I have never sang before.
No, but I do the singing.
You sang, but
you should get every guest to sing the intro to your song.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, you're sweating. Right
I'm
now.
sweating so much. Do you know how I haven't played the guitar in 1,000 years? The second I picked it up, I was like, this thing's a thing. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Is this close enough?
This is close. I think this is close enough. Okay. Yeah, I think so. You put it on the thing, right? We're all good. Oh, 1 and 2. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Guys, welcome to Kase of the Mondays. We got Mr. Andrew Schulz here, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
He's you got Brilliant Idiots. He's from Flagrant 2. Westerbros.
Westerbros is back.
Oh, baby, it's back. Did you watch the most recent episode?
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course you did.
We can discuss.
Of course you did.
Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah.
I
actually started going season 1 again.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. I saw season 1. I'm going through it. I go, nothing happened between season 1 and the most recent episode. And then I watched the most recent episode and I was like, oh, like 100,000 things happened between the first season and this. You forget. The show is so complex. There's so much shit going on.
Yeah.
I was like, the amount of people that died too, it's just fucking nuts. Dude, this episode was great.
All those storylines that are useless.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
Think about how many seasons, like Littlefinger is useless.
Yeah.
Like everything that he did doesn't matter anymore.
No, it's all gone.
It pushed the plot along, but what?
Sansa's a different person now.
Well, Sansa's Littlefinger.
Right. He turned her into Littlefinger.
She absorbed his powers.
Yeah.
Sansa absorbs the powers of everyone she's around. What is that Marvel character?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Jean Grey or some shit?
Yeah.
Not Jean Grey.
Rogue. Yeah, she's Rogue.
So she's Rogue. So it's like she's becoming a combination of, think about the people that she's been around, right? She's been around Tyrion.
Yeah.
Cersei.
Yeah.
Littlefinger.
All big manipulators, and then
Brandy Bolton.
Bolton, yeah, the psycho
who's a psycho, but he wasn't
killed
stupid.
his mom and his dad.
But he wasn't stupid.
No, he wasn't.
He was just like a strategic.
Sociopath.
He was strategic about the psycho shit, and so she's been around the greatest minds of Westeros. Literally all the smartest people she's been around.
She was educated by
so she's ready for this. The only way you could go at Cersei is if you have somebody who, understands the game like she does, because Cersei's really the GOAT when you think about it.
Yeah, she is.
Jon is like a principled military. Like active military duty. He's a Navy SEAL. He's an Army Ranger. He is,
and he's like, I got
the
duty,
bravest of the
honor,
brave. Duty, honor.
country,
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
He's an idiot. He's like Rob.
Right. I mean, yes, exactly. We're calling him idiots, not the service members. We're calling John idiot.
Absolutely not.
Right.
But if for somebody that's got a rule,
meaning he's tied to this moral compass.
right? He's in the army as if everybody else in the army was also trying to murder you to take your position.
Right.
And it's like,
right, and that makes it tricky. He doesn't even want the position.
No, he doesn't. Which is the beauty. You go, of course you should have the position you don't want.
Right. Well, which is good because it means that he's true about what he wants, right?
Right. He's not doing it. Yeah, he's not doing it for any weird other secret sex reasons or secret
or just power. He doesn't want power. He just wants to sustain his family, right?
Yeah, he wants everyone to kind of be
He just doesn't know what his family is.
No,
he actually just wants to sustain people. They basically gave it away in the first episode of the final season, which was there's that moment where Arya goes, remember who your family is or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Right. They were hugging.
She doesn't know that
he's
not family.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a moment where he's
part, right? He's in the half brother because
he is Stark and Targaryen.
He's Targaryen and the Stark sister, the girl that was in love with Targaryen, who.
Ilana
and
Stark.
Robert Baratheon, that was the girl he was in love with. Yeah, Ilana Stark. Yeah, right. Correct. Yeah.
And Rhaegar Targaryen.
And Rhaegar, yeah,
is the one who.
Did you hear the theory about Rhaegar possibly being
the Night King?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What about
how could it be? Because the Night King was the first person.
Everyone says it's maybe Bran Stark.
Okay, so there's some time travel at that, and I think that'd be the easy way out. And I think since it's such a popular theory, HBO wouldn't do it.
Right.
So that's
the weird thing about this show.
Let's go back to Rhaegar.
Okay.
How is it possible that Rhaegar, who is Jon Snow's dad, is the Night King if the Night King has been here for thousands of years?
That's a good point.
Right? Because the Night King
That's a good point.
was started by the children of the forest.
Yeah. Babe, the logic there is sound. You're right. He's been around for thousands of years. Lazy writing? You know what I mean? They just go,
I just don't think it's him. So who is it? Now we have
the other option was Mr. Faceless, the guy who taught Arya Stark.
No, because those people are operating in the...
Because he went away... And nobody knows what happened to him, so people think he might be the faceless guy that trained Arya, because he knows that she's gonna kill, put the people he wants in power.
No, that's too crazy.
It is crazy, but it's just theories
Here's
out there.
The other question is: have we met this person? Have we heard stories about this person? Not Rhaegar, of the Night King.
No.
Have we met him? Have we heard stories about him?
We've met him on the show so far. Yeah, he killed a dragon.
Do we know? Have we met him as a person?
No, you're right. No, not really.
We might have. What I'm trying to say is if Rhaegar is the Night King, right?
Yeah.
That means that we've met Rhaegar as a person, and then he became Bran. We've met as a person, alive. Right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say he's not Rhaegar, he's not Bran, he's not the Faceless Man. Let's say he's somebody else. Okay. Have we met this character when he was alive yet?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and
okay.
if we have...
Who was he?
There's very few people it could be. We haven't met that many people from the past.
No, we haven't really.
So there's a world where he's someone that we haven't met yet. And then that would be pretty easy for them
to I thought maybe he was that weird old guy that was in the tree. Remember the weird old guy that was in the tree?
Oh, maybe.
Remember Bran touches him?
The three-eyed raven? The old three-eyed raven?
Yeah. And I was like, all right, well, that makes sense if that guy just goes, I become the Night King, stop me. Bran's like, this creepy old dude turned me into one of him.
Who do you think's on the throne at the end?
At the end? I don't know, man. I really was hoping it would just be I think he's gonna kill Jon. Will end up maybe killing Daenerys and taking it.
I wouldn't be surprised because he let Ygritte die. He don't care about
Yeah.
his bitches, bro.
He don't care about. He don't care about.
John don't protect his bitches, man.
No,
Like, he let Ygritte
No, dude,
die.
No, none of the Stark men take care of any of their women.
None of them, yo.
Caitlyn dead.
Starkmen ain't shit.
Yo, Rob, Red Wedding. Rob,
Bye.
Yeah, bye. She's
Reed
pregnant
can't even
too.
fuck his girl. Dude, if you have anything to do with the Stark, you will be dead or unsatisfied.
Yeah, that man just, they don't take care of it. And not one, they let Sansa just get married
Raped
off to a fucking.
constantly.
Yeah, constantly. Every woman in that family is just sold into either slavery or just hell every moment of their life.
Bro. Yeah, no, she went through it, man.
Yeah, that was
Sansa
crazy.
went through it.
And
Did
in
she
the-
ever fuck the little one? The little guy?
No, that was the
Joffrey?
biggest. The Joffrey. No, because he wasn't like he didn't get to remember when he had the threesome, and he wasn't getting turned on until the girls started hitting each other, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna shoot you with this crossbow," and he was like, "Shoot her with the crossbow," and that was the beginning of him getting like sexually aroused, and that was kind of
I
like
completely forgot that.
yeah, so like.
I almost think you're making this up.
No, do you remember? Guys, I might have just had a weird dream, man. I don't know about this.
Your pornography fetish. That you watch. Game of Bones.
Yeah, he wasn't into. I don't think he slept with anybody. He was into the Martell girl,
Right.
and then
But that was like a power dynamic thing.
yeah, and
Whatever.
then she was kind of manipulating him, and he was like, okay.
It was
And
moves.
then yeah, that
moves.
threesome thing. Remember when he was making the girls hit each other in the throne
Oh, I
room?
completely forgot
Yeah,
about
there was like a big
Yeah.
antler thing. What do you call it? Like the head of a
believe you.
deer.
I
Yeah,
believe you, yeah.
There's a head of a deer, and he's just doing all this crazy sadistic stuff, and you're like, oh, this dude like can't. He doesn't have any. He thinks
Yeah.
everybody's a plaything.
Psycho.
Yeah, so you just realize right there, you're like, okay, so he's like a sociopath.
Yeah. He was crazy.
So yeah, she
Great
got
villain.
such a good villain.
Great villain. That'd be cool if he was the Night's King.
Oh man,
He
that
won't
would've been-
because the
yeah,
Night's King
he's-
existed already. That's
Yeah.
the thing. The Night's King has already existed. So whoever it is died before. Whoever the Night's King is, or the
Yeah.
Night King, whatever, died before this whole
the whole thing started.
whole series started.
The spin-off shows might be about the Night King becoming
Sure.
the Night King. That would be a good prequel.
Great idea to do this minute. Yo, HBO is cooking. I was watching the previews of the new shows they got coming out. They got the Chernobyl show coming out.
Yeah, Chernobyl show looks good.
Dude.
That looks crazy.
That shit looks wild.
Yeah.
Every time like Russia or like the Ukraine wins a gold medal in something, I'm always like,
Yo, they're cool. They're cool with doping, man. They're like
Chernobyl.
really like
Chernobyl. That's the ultimate
Yeah,
doping,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're a fucking mutant.
you have radiation coursing through your veins.
Yeah.
You are rogue.
We've seen this.
Yeah. You have a bold man that's ahead of you. Like you're just telling each other what to do. Yeah, that looked good. They got a lot of good stuff coming out. Like the Deuce. I watched that. I like that. You grew up in the city, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you like that at all? Like you ever watch
It's hard
the Deuce?
for me to
It's
get
like,
into those shows, man.
It's like old school.
No,
and it's
because
dangerous.
it's like it's close. It's like it's just like I never really cared about Sopranos because I saw those guys enough.
Oh, I kind of felt that way a little bit.
But
'Cause I grew
yeah,
up in
'cause
Long
you grew up in
Island.
Long Island, right?
And I was
So it's like
what's the show about? The guy on the block? Who
right. I
cares?
saw these guys enough, but I wasn't them.
Right.
So you'll watch a show if it is you, right? Like if you're Asian
Right.
and an Asian show comes out, you're gonna go
Right.
check it out, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're Italian, this a show about Italians comes out, you're like, okay, let me see if they got it right. I'm not Italian, but I see these guys a lot in the neighborhood, etc.
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, I don't really need to relive this. It's not as exciting for me as it might be.
Yeah, and they kind of blow everything out of proportion.
Same thing with the Deuce. It was like now the Deuce was before me, but I remember like Times Square back in the
Right,
day when I
yeah.
was a kid, and like, all right, so there's some hookers around, there's some whatever. I'm sure the show's good. It just doesn't
Right.
have like it's not a world that I want to dive into. For me, the first thing with shows is always the world. It's like, do I want to spend time in this world?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like weirdly, as I get older, and the more desensitized I am to shit,
Yeah.
I almost need things to be like a little sci-fi.
Yeah,
or
same.
Dragons or that kind of shit.
Yeah, or like Westworld is like
That's the perfect example.
You go, this is
Westworld's
great.
like, okay, this is a little out there. I need there to be different morality and different rules.
Right.
I
Then,
love
like, I'm watching
post-apocalyptic.
same.
How do humans act when all this bullshit we
It's
invented
all gone.
is gone?
And you have to survive.
Yes, that's
And
who
you're
we
like-
really are.
Right.
Like shaking hands when we meet each other is not who we really are.
No, not
Somebody
at all.
invented that.
Right.
Right? Somebody invented we kiss 2 times in the cheek when we meet each other. How do we meet each other when we're all starving?
You both stand there, and the
you
other
murder each other.
Yeah, and
then
you
try to
look at
eat
each
the
other and you
fucking
go,
flesh off their bones.
yeah, and you go, am I gonna eat the flesh and then be like, I'm sorry I ate your flesh, or am I
Fuck
gonna eat the
sorry.
flesh
There's
and
no
be like,
sorry.
right? And then you're
I
like,
think animals apologize. They just eat
No.
each other. So
There's
that's
no
what I'm
rules.
obsessed with. And that's
Yeah.
what on, baseline Game of Thrones is about. It's like, dog eat dog. How
Man,
do I
that-
survive?
That's like one of the things in that show that in the book, and I hate being one of those like, oh look, in the book it's different, guys.
Yeah.
But like it's more brutal in the book. What happened?
course.
What happened to what's his dude Theon that got his dick cut off?
Yeah.
In the book, man, he gets flayed a whole bunch more. The guy fucks them way more. Ramsay Bolton
Bolton.
tortures him.
Filleted a
for-
bunch more, you said?
Like
What's
he
that mean?
cuts basically the skin off the top of his fingers and then lets it heal and then cuts it back off over and over and over again. And he keeps being like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Theon." And he's like, "It's Reek." He's like, "Until you say Reek, I won't stop torturing you." And then he still does it. Even after he does it, he never gets a respite. So he just keeps doing it. And in the books too, Tyrion never gets treated like a normal person. There's this weird thing after season 1, people stopped acting like Tyrion. Like if you were in that world and you saw a guy that was like 2 feet
They
tall,
stopped acting like he's a midget.
yeah, they'd be like, this guy's a monster, right? You're the devil. They literally thought the demon took hold of the mom. Is that what he was? And in the book, everyone treats him that way. Everywhere he goes, he's like, I swear to God, I'm not evil.
You know what? It is. They didn't expect him to be so likable.
Yeah, it's a great point. Yeah.
So in the show,
Who
he
knew
was
the actor was gonna be that
so
good of an actor? Yeah.
and he was so likable. He almost became the star of the show.
Yeah.
So when you have a star,
yeah.
you don't destroy his credibility
Right.
or likability. You actually make him the cool.
You got to build
rock
him
star.
up.
He was a
Yeah.
rock star.
Yeah, he was cool.
Right? I'm drinking. I'm fucking. I'm
Yeah.
outsmarting everybody.
I got a lot of cool lines, baby.
Boom.
I'm throwing stuff out. You remember? I just was watching when he was at the Airy and he has to apologize for his crimes, and he was just like, "Yeah, one time I put goat shit in my uncle's boot," and he just kept having these funny things.
So he had a bar in this last episode where he goes, the guy goes, he makes some joke about the guy not having any, Varys not having any balls. He goes, why do you, and then Varys goes, why are you so impartial to jokes about being a dwarf, but you make fun of me for not having any testicles or something? He goes, because I have testicles.
He just stays being great the
Bro,
whole
there was some
time. Yeah.
bars in this episode when Sansa and Daenerys got this little beef going.
Yeah.
And then Sansa was like, "We do not have enough food for people, let alone dragons. I mean,
yeah.
what do dragons eat?" And then Daenerys goes, "Whatever they want."
Oh, which he said whatever they want. I was just like, this woman is just so
Shut
clear,
up, bitch.
yeah.
Shut your fucking ass up.
think-
Dragons do whatever the fuck they want, bitch. All right? No rations. You don't ration out dragons. Fuck out of here.
I'm female Ramsay Bolton. I'm back.
Real talk.
Yeah,
man.
it's like
Stop
I'm
playing
taking
no
control. I'm fucking
games.
your brother.
Yeah.
And this is done. Yeah, she's such
You know
a.
what annoys me? That little girl. You know the little girl
Oh.
leader? Shut the fuck up. Why does
Yeah.
everybody even listen to her ass?
It makes no
I
sense.
want my 18 people to do this.
Wouldn't
Shut
you
the
just slap him
fuck
in the
up.
face?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Feed her to the dragons first.
Yeah.
Whatever
So fucking-
the dragons want.
All right, I'll take that little girl first. She's really getting on my nerves right now.
You're our king.
And they're like, hey, you want my help? The little girl goes to the dragons. And everyone's like, all right.
Dude, it's such a weird
We got
dynamic.
no problem. Yeah.
Because they were fighting so hard to get Jon to be acknowledged as king.
Yeah.
Right? They were fighting it. They didn't want it.
Yeah.
And now they're fighting because he doesn't want to be king. Right? They're the same people.
Yeah, the same people.
that didn't want him to be king. Now we're like, no, you're king.
Yeah, they're like, what do you mean? It's not you.
Hey,
What are we doing?
it worked out last time.
Yeah,
I was
fucking
right.
Crazy. Everyone just keeps arguing about something just to be like, hey, man, there's got to be a reason I can just tap out of this battle.
Yeah.
I don't want to be part of this.
Daenerys is getting killed, bro.
Yeah,
I
there's
already
no
feel it
way.
because
I can feel it too.
they're setting it up beautiful right now. Sam set it up nice.
Yeah.
She destroyed those people. Would
Yeah.
you do that?
Yep.
They're getting us prepared.
The little things she's done here and there where yeah, sure, she let the slaves go. but she's still got dragons killing people,
Yeah.
and she has to defend her dragons. And
We
she's
have to see if she's built for leadership. That's what they're trying to tell us, that she might not actually be built for leadership. And that what is she? Does she just want power, or does she want to help?
right. And can the show end with a guy fucking his aunt and them being king and queen?
That's light work.
That's light.
That's light work.
I thought
Guy fucking your aunt. That's what people did back then.
he
yo.
didn't
That's
even
what-
react to it
How
though.
big is Winterfell? There's like 40 people in Winterfell. Everybody's fucking.
gotta
Like
fuck.
fucking your family member back in the day was not that crazy.
Yeah, you guys.
Fucking
yeah.
cousins was
yeah,
not that
you're
crazy.
just ordering soup.
Bro, it's no
You know
different.
something crazy?
Your family does that.
Yep.
I know.
You know something crazy?
I know.
I'm not even making this up. My mom, I'm Middle Eastern for anyone that doesn't know.
Everyone
I've
in the Middle
mentioned-
East does that shit.
Everyone, my fucking my uncle came here from Afghanistan, and he had been over there for. And he moved to Pakistan, came to the States about last year.
Right.
My aunt passed away. There was a funeral. He came to visit, then moved permanently, lives in San Francisco now. My dad goes, you know, your cousins are married. I go, what? He goes, yeah. I go, that's insane. Because I'm Americanized. I have no idea
Yeah.
about any of this.
Yeah.
And I go, my cousins are married. Are you serious? I started laughing. I go, they're not actually my cousins. And he goes, yeah, no, they're cousins. They're married. And I go, okay. Like, why are they married? We're like, well, you know. She goes, he needed a green card to get over here from Afghanistan or from Pakistan. And I go, because you know if you have kids and your cousins, the kids end up really messed up
No, they
usually
don't.
sometimes.
That's the rumor. But go on. We'll
Anyway,
get
so
there.
I go with my dad. I go, so what happened? And he goes, the green card. I go, oh, they got married for the green card. I go, oh, okay. So they don't have any kids. And my dad's like, oh, no, they have kids. They have a couple of kids. And we'll see if they're okay. I don't know at all. Yeah. So I have actual cousins that are married. I found that out about 2 months ago.
This is very normal in that part of the world.
It's
Wildly
wild to me.
normal. No. So here's the thing.
Wild.
So Rami Youssef has a funny joke about it, but Rami's Egyptian, and he was saying that the reason they made cousin fucking illegal in the States was to keep immigrant populations down. Right?
So you
Now, so the numbers, he said, like, if you fuck
Yeah.
your cousin, it's like a 1 point. Oh no, it's like you have like a 1.25% chance of having like a retard kid.
Okay.
Everybody does.
All right.
If
I
you
thought it was
fuck your
higher.
cousin, you have a 2.4% chance. So
Okay.
it's
So
nothing.
it's not really.
is very minimal.
You fuck your cousin.
Fuck your cousin. Everybody's fucked their cousin. No. Wow. So here's the thing: when you like came about, like, there's no Tinder, there's no Bumble, right? When
Right.
you live in a small fucking
It's who
village,
you see.
You fuck your cousins.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's simple. It's
That's-
like, this is humanity.
You're right.
Okay, so
That was like the Match.com. That was the family anniversary, the family reunion party or whatever.
what's your last name?
Yeah.
Stark. Mine
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Look at all this stuff we got in common.
we should fuck.
There it is.
You know that guy? I know that
Bro,
guy.
where do you live? Winterfell? Everybody's related.
Buddy, I'm in that tower.
Bro, there's
You come on
20
over.
people.
Yeah,
the
it's
men
true.
are dying at war constantly.
Yeah, you gotta fuck somebody.
You fuck your family.
You have absolutely no choice. Like, you know how your
Bro, this is...
I'm sorry, your husband died. Maybe
that's
you want to
why
come
war
over
was
tonight?
invented. It was just so we could stop fucking our cousins. We're like, we need some new pussy.
That's
Let's
the only
get
way to
it.
get new pussy. We attack those people over there, or I gotta fuck my
And
sister,
those
man.
people
That's
fought
it.
back because they were like, no, we're going to fuck our cousins.
We're fucking our own
Those are our
cousins.
cousins.
We got hot
We're going to
cousins.
fuck.
Yeah.
You're not going to fuck our cousins.
That's
Imagine
the whole
they
reason
just
people
agreed
went to
to
war.
swap cousins. Like,
That would have
what a
been great.
idea.
Nobody ever
No
thought of
wars
that.
ever.
All the wars could have been
If people were
averted.
so protective over cousin pussy, the world would be a much safer place.
If you're like my cousin pussy, your cousin pussy,
We're just
we're
doing
good.
trades.
We're trade, baby.
That's it.
How about a little pepper? I got some spices you could have too.
Bro. Yeah, my cousin cooks really well after you fuck her.
I swear to God, you fuck my cousin just right. She makes the most delicious kofta. It's so good.
Anyway, so that's why it's not a big deal, and I don't think people back then feel
But
like
he
it's a
didn't
big
even
deal at all.
blink. Yeah, you're right. But he didn't even
All of us are
acknowledge a
making
little
this,
bit.
This fucking big deal, like we're like, oh my god, you know, like I can't believe he's fucking his aunt. It's like none of our aunts look like Khaleesi. Like,
That's
if
true.
we had aunts that looked like Khaleesi, it would be a way different conversation.
Yeah.
Way different. It would be a lot more.
Listen,
Right? That would be the
Listen,
reaction.
you ever-
Yeah.
yeah. I've also, I don't. Do you have any? You have any uncles?
Yeah. I've got
Do you have uncles that are not married?
Yeah, not married, but
All right, I've met an uncle's girlfriend before. You know what I mean? And
that's different.
it's like, and she might become my aunt.
But no, that's different.
But I'm
'cause it's
like,
not blood. No.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
There's a
different.
lot of aunts that aren't blood.
But no. But you're talking about different things. That doesn't count.
We're talking
about
blood aunt.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
All right.
it
all
would
right.
be your
my mom's sister.
your mom's
yeah.
sister. Your mom's sister is close, fam. Now that I think
Yeah,
about it,
that's crazy, dude.
you know what's not close? This is what's not
Yeah.
close. Dad's sister. There's a little distance from that.
There is a little, yeah. Why?
Mom's sister, because your mom's sister is going to look just
like your mom, dude. That's fucked
so
up.
It's like,
You're
I don't
like,
know.
hey, those look
You
like,
can't do that back in the day. I mean, you can't
Nah.
do that. I hope you don't do that ever. But back in the day, dad's sister, wait. That's the judgment. It's like, bro, are you fucking your mom's sister? Dude, let's fuck your dad's sister. What the hell's wrong with you? You
What kind of
disgusting
fucking-
animal?
this fucking
guy's a
gross-
savage.
this fucking sick son of a bitch
Bro,
out here fucking,
it's year 40 BC, not the year
yeah.
2000 BC.
What
Like,
the hell
what are you
you
acting
doing?
like? Yeah.
We're fucking dad sisters over here, bro.
Dude, I need to take a shit.
Jesus.
Can we pause the podcast?
Yeah.
Thank you. That coffee went through me, man.
Yeah.
Okay. This is great. Hey. I got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like back in the day, you meet somebody, right? And like you're trying to like maybe like, you know, get hit, like you're with the girl, you're trying to like hit it, you're trying to like hook up or whatever, and she's like, ew, like you're not even like my second cousin. Like, who are you? You just like, we went to school together. Don't talk to me. And you're like, come on, baby. My uncle dated your mom for a minute. You might be brother sister. She's like, if that's true, then maybe I'll go out with you. And you're like, all right.
I don't know if it was an advantage, but I don't know if you wanted someone to be your cousin, but I think you just accept, like that wasn't something that was a deal breaker.
Well, there was not a deal breaker. I remember reading something a long time ago. One of the biggest parts of it was you don't murder your own family as much as a stranger. So if you are marrying your cousin, you go, I can trust this girl's family's not going to kill my family. They're brother, sister.
You keep the money in the family also.
Right. You just keep it all together, and then there's less like some fucking sneak coming in, dating my daughter, trying to
Absolutely.
fucking kill me, kill my daughter, take all our money, take all our shit,
Sure.
and then just leave, you know?
I mean, yeah.
That'd be a dope, I mean, that's a good scheme for before. If you could run that scheme, yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was a great shit I just took, man. So good.
But there's nothing
sat
better
in it.
than the morning ritual.
Yeah.
What do you do first thing in the morning? Do you have like a ritual?
No,
I just started
I don't
doing
shit till
some
the
shit.
afternoon.
You don't really?
Yeah, I shit. My
Okay.
first shit is always afternoon, and it's like a little bit after my first coffee. And if I eat a little something, it just gets it going, and then maybe like 30 minutes after that, explosive shit.
It feels fantastic.
God, I feel.
You go, I got no choice.
Dude, it's amazing.
I can't be around people when I have this coffee. I got to be really close to a bathroom.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh,
I'll shit around people. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
I've
time
never
it.
had an issue. You're like really regular.
I have to go, like you said, like when I have a coffee and it's like 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, man. Guys, I can't actually go for the walk just yet. Give me a
Wonder
minute.
At what minute point I took the shit. I mean, you guys can figure it out.
I think it was like 26.
26.
Yeah, about 26, man.
There you go. I'm regular. Mm-hmm. I'm regs.
Is actually, do you have like any other, you meditate, you do any of that shit?
No, not really.
No?
No, I used to meditate and that kind of stuff, but and it was cool. It was nice, but no, as long as I just like try to stay busy, focus, don't eat sugar,
Yeah, that
or
helps.
refined sugar and bread. That shit is why everybody's anxious, because we're just eating so much sugar and we're not exercising it off, so our brains are just going crazy.
So what are you doing? Like potatoes? What do you?
I eat
oatmeal?
potatoes. I eat potatoes.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying, like,
I'll
what do you
eat
do for
starches.
breakfast?
So breakfast, I'll just do eggs and potatoes, or I'll do
Nice.
like I'll eat fruit, just not
Right.
refined sugar.
Refined sugar,
And
you're
even
right.
eating fruit, when you stop eating sugar and you bite into something, like bite into a raspberry or something, you're
Right.
like, whoa,
It's
this
real
is fucking
sweet.
sugary.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Insane. So, I just instead of having sandwiches, I'll just have rice or quinoa.
Oh, okay.
I have like
That
an
makes
Asian
sense.
diet.
Yeah.
Just copy the people whose bodies you want.
That's so smart.
Simple as that.
I've said that before, like as far as like just living a long, healthy life.
Yeah,
You see the
I've never
Japanese
met
guys
a-
130.
I've never met a Greek guy in shape.
So you're telling me feta cheese and olive oil isn't like
Never
a
once.
key to yeah.
I've never met an Arab dude in shape either.
No, it's all
They're just
fucking
fat. So
yeah.
like, there's a reason why they wear that flowy outfit,
Yeah.
right? It's not because of
Trying to
their
hide-
chiseled abs, right? So you get it. You
Trying
go
to
with the
hide
people.
bitch tits.
There it is. You go with the people who have the physique that you wouldn't mind and who are living the length that you want to live. Rice.
Yeah, I think
Boom.
Asian
You can't
people are
fuck up
killing it.
rice.
Yeah.
It's just out of the ground. Potatoes. Cool.
Right on the ground.
You know, Irish people seem to be in good shape.
Yeah, they're doing all right. Yeah, they don't, but they seem to also do horrific things to their bodies and then just keep living.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Potatoes.
all right. Yeah, just potatoes every day. Like dude, it's potassium.
Meat, potatoes. I mean, I don't do corn.
Oh yeah.
I try to stay off of anything wheat.
Okay, yeah, no gluten and stuff like that. It's
I don't
good. Why
know
no
what gluten
corn?
is. Corn because it's all processed. So
Oh, okay,
also
okay.
this is only a diet that I do in the States.
Oh, you get off.
If
the
I'm in
second.
Europe,
yeah,
I'll eat bread because it's
Okay.
different.
Oh, it's different bread out there. That's true.
Yeah, you can actually eat it. And the only reason I went on this diet is because we were on tour in Europe and we were eating like dog shit and I felt amazing.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, why do I feel so good? Like, what the hell's going on out here? And I came back and I tried to continue eating like that.
Yeah.
And I just felt horrible. And I'm like, the food is different here. We
There's
can't
different
really
standards
digest
of what
it.
they're allowed to do to the.
The second you can afford
Yeah.
to eat good shit, you should. Now, a lot of people can't afford to eat good shit.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to eat shitty food.
It is.
And you should stay alive. That's
Right,
more
that's the
important.
more important,
Staying
yeah.
alive is more
Yeah.
important than your diet. That being said, I've got some money, so I can afford to just cut shit out of my diet and have quinoa or like
Right.
rice every meal if I want.
Right. There's some people though. You go. You could make a. I mean, you could go to the
I can
store
eat
and
out
make a
every
potato.
meal of the. I pretty much eat out every meal of the day. I eat out 3 times a day, or I have like this guy. Shout out to Chef Prosper the God. That's his Instagram, but he does like makes meals for me. So I have meal
that's
prep.
dope.
Yeah, so I have a couple guys do meal prep, and then another one is Akash's friend, and they do meal prep for me. So I have some meals at the crib, and it's like, but until you can afford to do that, then fucking
Yeah,
eat
it's
whatever
rough.
keeps
Yeah,
you alive.
yeah.
But the corn, you just can't digest it. That's
Yeah.
our product, right? Like
Right.
we had to feed 300 million people, America as a country. So you do that by figuring out something that
Mm-hmm. What's
can feed them
the
all.
cheapest way to
What
do
did
this
China
mass
do?
producing? Yeah,
What did China do it with?
China does it with. I don't know what does China do with.
Rice, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? So it's like
yeah,
every
yeah,
meal is
yeah,
rice,
Yeah,
right?
of course,
Like,
right.
I mean, India, I think, does rice as well. Like, if you
Well, I
have
don't
to
know what
feed-
Chinese people are eating.
I mean, I'm
I
pretty
see pictures
sure
of them
it's
eating
rice.
dogs and stuff on
With
Instagram.
rice.
It's crazy.
No matter what they're eating, it's with rice, right?
They have a golden retriever and a
That's
little.
it. A side of rice.
A little basmati.
Side of rice. So basmati's the Indian, but sure. So that's it. So it's like you got to feed all these people. You choose a crop. We just
Right.
chose corn. There's an amazing yield, but we fucked with it so much it's not even digestible.
It's not even. Yeah, it's not food anymore.
Here's where it gets tricky. So the corn is in your cereal. Every cereal is made on that out of that same corn you can't digest. So you can't
Right.
digest any cereal. The corn syrup is the shit in all the drinks like Coca-Cola, ginger ale, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's not good at
Can't
all.
digest
Yeah,
any
you
of
can't.
that.
That's none of that.
So you got to be careful with the derivatives of it.
Right.
Right? So it's like I'd stay away from everything that's derivative of corn unless it's like French fries and they're fried in like corn oil. It's
Yeah,
like,
what are you
there's
gonna
not
do?
much I
French
can
fries
do.
are pretty good.
Not much I can do.
Yeah.
It's in my mind I convince myself it's mostly potato, not a lot of corn.
Right. Yeah, I do the same thing. I do
Hoping,
the same.
hoping.
When you like something, you go, "Come on,
Figure it out."
We're not
Yeah.
even completely related.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just get in there, have a good time." Yeah, you can't do anything about it. It's great.
Facts. So
Yeah, that's cool, man.
yeah, man.
Have you something we always talk about? Worst you ever fucked up at job, or worst fuck up you've ever seen at your job? But before you did comedy,
Worst fuck up I've ever done in my. I put 2 restaurants into the ground. The worst fuck up I would say is there was this failing restaurant that I was managing while I
Wow.
was going to school, and
you just went, "We got to go all corn, guys."
no, we were, and it was just failing. Nobody was showing up, and there's a lot of fucked up things about the restaurant in and of itself already.
Yeah.
but
What kind of food?
It was like a la carte menu, just kind of American fare. Maybe
Okay.
with some other shit. It had no identity. There's a lot of things that were fucked up. and I was one of the managers, and I convinced my boss. I don't know how I was able to do this. This is how you know.
'Cause you're like super young at this point.
I know, but
Like
I
a
convinced
kid.
my boss to renovate the back area and turn it into a Spanish sidreria.
What's
Meaning that is a Spanish like cider champagne that you pour over your head into a glass down there. So you're supposed to create the bubbles at bro. There's a reason I should be in this business. Because marketing is something I know how to do. I convinced this guy who had owned restaurants for 40 years.
Right. You just came in brand new,
Bro,
shiny.
sidreria.
Yeah.
You got to do it in the back.
What are you doing?
Dude, we renovated the back of
Right.
it. I mean, putting in booths and all this other wood and shit.
You got no stake in the restaurant.
We never even bought sidreria. That's how, dude, never even bought a bottle of this fucking sidreria. It was
great.
bad. So I ran that one into the ground. And then,
that one's out of business.
out of business now.
Oh, wow.
And, sorry, Wally. And
Shout out Wally, man.
shouts
Sorry
to Wally,
about sorry
man.
about your livelihood, man.
Sorry to Wally. So, and then there's another one in Brooklyn. I didn't run it into the ground as much as like they had a lot of problems, and I you know, they had owner problems, and they just kind of like, hey, you handle those, because they didn't want to put the effort into it.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't really my fault.
But when you got no stakes, it's hard to be like, because
I
restaurant
want to be a
takes
comic.
Yeah, restaurant takes someone giving a fuck. You got to really give a fuck.
You got to like go to the fucking hotels and like
Right.
tell them about this restaurant that exists.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
It's got to be
about that
your
shit.
business.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just going to be some kid that's like, Sidreria, man.
That's exactly.
Let's do it in the back.
I basically was like, look, I'll come here and like make it seem like I'm watching the employees so they don't steal. That's what I can offer you.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to steal. And I'm going to,
Yeah.
you know, put
I'll do
together
the bare-
schedule. I'll do that bare.
Yeah,
I'll do the
do what I'm
clock in,
supposed to
clock
do.
out.
Right.
But I'm not going to revive your whole restaurants. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I'm going to get you a new clientele of people coming in.
Fuck out of here with that shit. I mean, like, they were nice guys, and thank you for the opportunity, but they had bigger problems. They had way bigger problems. They're like,
You think part of the reason they, you know, thank you for the opportunity, you're like, how old are you? Like 18?
no, I was like 23 at the time.
Still, that's a young person to hire to manage your business.
That's another thing. I convinced them that I should do it. I guess it's just good at this
amazing.
convincing shit, man.
You go, hey man, you know the thing that's the reason you have a home? Let me take care of that. I'm 23. I got you. And the guy's like, all right, man.
Well, that's the thing is like this wasn't either of their priorities. There was a guy who had a lot of money just throwing some money at it. And then it was another guy who had a very successful restaurant in the city called the Cornelia Street Cafe.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
then-
dope.
Yeah, so he they both partnered together on this place in Brooklyn. And neither of them cared enough about it to make it work.
Yeah.
And it was kind of telling that one of the guys, the guy who owned the Cornelia Street Cafe, wasn't really a good businessman. He kind of lucked out with the Cornelia Street Cafe.
Right, and then I've seen that happen before, and
So
then they just go,
he
"Let me
tries to
try
open
this."
another one,
Yeah.
and then it's like, wait, why is anybody showing up? Because he never really understood how to run restaurants.
Right, you got lucky with a restaurant where
and
people
he
were
had
just like,
partners at that restaurant that probably knew what they were doing, and then
Right.
he got to be like the face and the artsy guy,
Right.
But no real fucking clue what he was doing. at
no
the restaurant.
idea, yeah.
Right. So like he'd come in and like adjust napkins on the table, and it's like, bro, the fucking chicken's undercooked. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
People are getting sick, man. But the napkins are straight. They'll remember that.
Booking all these poetry readings in this back room, and it's like, are you?
They used to have a
fucking-
show downstairs or something, right? Yeah.
So they tried to replicate that in Park Slope in Brooklyn, and there was so many issues with it. But it is what it is, man. These things happen. You move on.
That's gotta be crazy. Like just like growing up in the city. I mean, when we spoke in the past about this, like I was always jealous. Like I didn't see, just like you like saw the world earlier in your life. Like I remember I was like 20 something years old before I saw somebody at a bar for the first time and being
Right.
like, wow, people drink alcohol like this,
Right,
and just being a child seeing that on the street, you just got to be like, fucking look at this is humanity.
You saw incest before beer drinking.
Yeah. I saw cousins fucking each other.
Yeah. You grow up kind of early here. It's a very unnatural way to live in a lot of ways, and a lot of people can't handle it. almost all my friends or the people that I knew that grew up here move out of New York City. It's unnatural.
Wow, okay.
It's very unnatural. Like, and there was some some professor that was saying, like, in the future it could be an evolutionary advantage. Like, you know how some people are lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
Like, some people and some people are lactose tolerant, meaning they can drink milk. Right. So some people will be city tolerant. Like, you'll just have certain
you're
things
able to
baked
socially
into your biology so that you can exist in a city, because it's not natural to be here.
It is weird. Yeah.
It is completely unnatural to
Right.
be around this many people and ignored. It is completely unnatural to be like living on top of each other, but
Right.
never just.
If anybody that's in the city has ever been into like a Trader Joe's at like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. or whatever, right when work gets out, people look at you like you're a fucking doorknob.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, this is fucking crazy, man. I'm a human being.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
just pushing me over for a zucchini.
It's
That's
tough.
insane.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
Man. So I grew up here, but I think I am built for it. That I can handle it better than most. So it's fine.
How was when you were growing up, like dating here in the city? Like, was it different? Like, I mean, compared to other stuff you hear, like, you ever been like like, you know, what's the worst? What's another thing we always talk about? Worst like date you've ever been on, or worst you fucked up?
Right, on a date.
Dating, yeah.
God, I don't know. I'm really not sure.
You want to go out with any maniacs? No
I've
jobs?
been out with plenty of maniacs, but I
yeah.
don't want to talk about them because they'll probably listen to
They'll
this
probably
shit.
listen and find you.
I have like psycho. Yeah, I don't even want to discuss them, but yeah, no, I've had some poor dating choices. Like, I got a hand job on a roof with this girl, but it wasn't like a real roof. It was like,
So far, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good date so
it
far.
was like you had access to the roof, but it
Right.
wasn't a roof deck.
Yeah, I know
It
what you're
was like-
talking
Yeah,
about.
there's an emergency exit that goes up here for firefighters and shit.
Oh,
not
yeah,
for us
yeah.
to hang out. So we got on it, and I got a hand job, but she wanted to use my saliva, not hers. to, like-
Jesus.
and she had soot all over her hand from the fucking tarred roof that we're on. So she's just jerking my dick with dust.
She's putting blackface on your cock.
on my I had black dick. She gave me black dick, and
That's fucking nuts,
so that was
man.
a pretty weird. Yeah, that was pretty.
You
weird.
look down, you're like, this is racist. What are you doing?
Dude,
This is crazy.
Absolutely.
Just soot?
Yeah, black is slimming, by the way.
That's my dick's never looked so thin in my life. This is fantastic. That's crazy, man. Getting a hand job on a roof too. It's weird when you get like you're doing something like that, and then you just got like a weird, like a good view. You're like, what do I pay? This is good. This is good for me to distract myself so I don't embarrass myself.
Yeah, dude, it was a shitty. But yeah, dating in the city was pretty. I don't know, it was fine. You meet so many strangers, so there's like way less inhibitions. You know, you're dating the suburbs. You know everybody, or you know everybody who knows somebody.
It's
so there's a lot
crazy.
more pressure.
My friends think, they go, oh man, like when I've been single my life, they go, you're killing it, man. And I go, I've met one girl in 3 months. It's just because it's not like Michelle that you've been working on for 5 years. You know what I mean? Because you just keep seeing the same 200 people at a bar for your entire life.
Right.
And you go, you're killing it, man. And I go, I'm not. There's millions of people here.
Yeah.
And I just might have a conversation with somebody. And it's like any average person could probably do that well. And then of course, you know, there's no, like you said, there's less inhibition. You go, we're strangers. I don't have to, none of this is coming back to anybody I know. I can do whatever I want right now.
And that's more important to the women than it is to the men.
Oh yeah. That girl goes, I for years have wanted to give a hand job with soot on my hands. For years.
Right.
She's like, oh my God, this is my fantasy.
Yeah.
I want to fucking give the dustiest hand job.
Yeah.
I've been fucking fingering myself thinking about this for years.
Yeah.
And then she got to do it.
She got to do it.
And that's
man.
it. No one found out.
That's it.
She's having a good time.
Yeah, so it really helps men. And then I think women are kind of fucked by it because they end up hooking up with all these people thinking that makes them liberated or equal or happy. But in reality, they're all miserable. Women don't want to hook up with all these people. Like,
No, absolutely.
The sexually liberated woman is a myth. They don't want to be sexually liberated with tons of men. They'll do whatever with one guy, but they don't want to be fucking all these other guys. And they're just doing it because, you know, feminism sold them a lie, or modern
that they're supposed to like,
be guys.
That they're supposed to like live up to this thing.
Shave your
and they
fucking
don't,
armpits.
Right. They don't want to be doing these things. They go, I just want the one person.
Do what makes you happy.
Look, if you look,
They're not happy.
A million things is.
They're not happy.
Gay men couples have tons of sexual partners.
They're not happy.
They're miserable. And
They're not happy.
the more naked men you see, the less happy you
Well,
get.
guys
as a
might be
straight woman.
miserable in general, right? Because sex can be addictive, and then you just kind of keep chasing it.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, I mean, if you want to know everything about sexual attraction, just look at the gays, right? It's like gay
Having
guys
such
are
a
in
good
amazing shape. They
Such
are
good shape.
wildly shallow. They take care of their bodies better than everything in the world because they know that's what it takes to hunt. Right? That's what it takes to get laid.
They're like the ultimate straight guy.
Lesbians are a mess. Lesbians are overweight, right? The lesbians they don't care about what they wear, how they dress. They let their mustache grow out. You know what I mean? So it's like but they're probably really fucking fun and interesting.
Right. I have to say, every
Love
lesbian
hanging
I've been-
out with lesbians.
Oh my God.
Love them.
Great hang.
Funny,
Yeah.
intelligent.
I went to a
Tell
lesbian
good stories.
bar once.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that tells you what women like.
Right.
Women don't care about your chiseled abs. They don't
Right.
care about your fucking, rock hard physique or how you dress. They care that you're funny, interesting, and make them feel loved. Right?
It's personality and
That's
what you're bringing to the table.
Lesbians
as a
move
person.
in a week. If you talk to lesbians,
Yeah.
they meet each other. They're fucking
this is
moving
great.
in. They live together. Done.
Why are you talking to someone else? They're right there.
Right there. So that is everything you need, everything that like we lie to ourselves about in terms
Right.
of like gender dynamics is completely disproven when you just look at the gays. And the gays are the perfect example.
Yeah.
What do guys want? That. What do
What do
women
they
want?
want?
That.
That.
You're
Yeah.
wasting your time in a gym.
So much fun, the lesbians, man.
The best.
I went to a
The
lesbian
best.
party
They understand
once.
what a pain in the ass women are.
Right.
If you
Right.
ask any
Yeah.
lesbian,
They will
any lesbian
complain.
will I don't understand why there's this rift between lesbians and straight dudes because we have everything in common.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Everything
sense.
is in common. Like every time we sit down and we like discuss shit, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like when the Irish and the Scottish talk about how much the English suck.
Right.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
like this great
Yeah.
camaraderie.
You guys can just get together on this.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There's so much to
Love the lesbians.
Still remember to this day, went to a lesbian party and it was so much fun. They're all dancing, they're all talking to me about how hot chicks are. I was like, this is great. And they were all super funny and cool and laid back. And I
Love
go,
the lesbians.
yeah, big fan.
But they got some beef with us. I don't know why. I don't think we really think about that much, but they
No,
have a
not as
beef.
much.
They got a beef.
Yeah.
They got a beef. Who
Yeah.
knows?
It happens. What are you going to do?
We'll figure it out.
Buddy, this was great.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Yeah, man, thanks for doing it. This was
Of course,
a
sorry
good time.
it took a little bit of time to make happen. I apologize.
It's all good. We did it.
We did it.
I'm happy.
We did it. Another case of the Mondays.
Another case of the Mondays with the new intro.
Yeah, the intro
That's where-
is so sick. You got to do the intro every single time.
You're okay. Plug all the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Check out Brilliant Idiots podcast, the Flagrant 2 podcast. If you're into Game of Thrones, check out the Wester Bros podcast.
Wow.
And my YouTube channel is where I post, all my stand-up clips and the other shows that we do. It's youtube.com/TheAndrewSchulz. Check that out. And then Andrew Schulz on Instagram and Twitter. Schulz has no T in it. And that's all I got to say, folks.
That's dope. Thank you so much. And guys, thanks so much for listening to Case of the Mondays. If you have any stories about the worst you ever fucked up at your job, dating, or whatever, you can email us at ofthemondays@gmail.com. Maybe we'll read your stories online. And my name is Case. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.